Welcome back to CEEN Caribbean News. Time now for Indepth. Jamaica is on a mission to get more young people into agriculture. Indepth now examines the process being pursued to do so as the country strives to reposition its agriculture industry. People always need food, and that makes the agriculture industry critical to the survival and development of all countries. Unfortunately, agriculture doesn't offer many high-profile positions, propelling an exodus in interest among youth. In Jamaica, there is a renewed drive to encourage young people's interest in farming. The College of Agriculture, Science and Education, CASE, located in Paisley Gardens, Portland, is one of the most prestigious agriculture institutions on the island, producing farmers, farming technologists, among other careers that are crucial to the generation of food. The college recently celebrated its annual Founders' Day activity with key speaker, Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Derek Kelly, who emphasized that the industry needs to be transformed to attract a younger demographic to its fore, which is in itself a challenge.
One of the challenges we face, however, is how to keep our young people interested in the agricultural sector. We need to have them make agriculture a career of choice. The truth is, the future of the international and our own domestic economy is going to rely a lot on entrepreneurship, vocational enterprise, and cottage industries. Increasingly, our young people will need to utilize their hands to create and nurture businesses in order to create employment and income generation. And I think that we can all agree that there is a wealth of opportunities in the agricultural sector for youth enterprise and self-employment.
Minister Kelly notes that in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, the agriculture curriculum in schools at the secondary and tertiary levels are to be revamped for seamless transitions among the differing stages of education and for greater alignment with job market needs. The Ministry of Agriculture in Jamaica has identified some areas that are considered critical, among them being coffee and ginger. These critical areas result from a greater demand than the supply, and Minister Kelly notes that there are remedies being put in place.
As a country, it is also important that we attain food security and economic prosperity. And in that regard, the Ministry is working on several priority policies and programs and projects, including increased production in Irish potato and onions. In addition, we will also be focusing on the development of the dairy and beef industries as well as fisheries. As was indicated in the Ministry's budget in April 2014, we have identified the glaring need to involve more young people in our dairy development program. Our dairy farmers are aging, and it is critical that we involve our young people in this rejuvenation and survival of the sector. We are committed to work with CASE and the other tertiary institutions to revamp and upgrade their dairy program with equipment, technical support, and stock through the Jamaica Dairy Development Board.
Two of the critical areas being focused on immediately are dairy and beef production. Minister Kelly believes the youth thrust is crucial to bolster the drive to develop the areas.
Within the past year, the Dairy Board has been successful with several of its programs, including the promotion of good agricultural practices on the dairy farms. To date, through a concessionary loan facility for dairy and beef cattle, we have disbursed some 54 loans valued at $71.7 million.
Jamaica experienced an extended drought season in 2014 that wreaked havoc on its agriculture industry. Many lessons were learned from that experience, and at least one drought mitigation strategy will be a continued measure for the industry this year, whether or not there is another drought.
We also are currently expanding the Fodder Bank program, which has proven to be very successful last year. And in addition to the fodder banks, some $20.5 million of equipment, including forage harvesters, chafers, and motors, have been provided to assist farmers with the effective utilization of the harvested fodder.
As the ministry continues to pave the way for increased dairy production, CASE stands to benefit from an upgrading to its dairy and cattle tutelage facilities.
The college is now in the process of transforming its dairy tutorial farm into an all-inclusive, vertically integrated activity to include animal care, reproduction, feeding management, milking, and value-added processing. And having carefully evaluated the request of CASE to transform its dairy into a center of best practices, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, through the Jamaica Dairy Development Board, is pleased to announce the following major interventions here at CASE. Phase 1 of the renovation of the CASE Dairy Unit. To this end, a grant in the sum of some $12.2 million is being provided. This is to renovate the existing building and structures, repair the existing cooling system, acquire fodder chopping equipment, install machine milking systems, resuscitate and create new pastures, and acquire a pasteurizer and supporting equipment. This will ensure that the milk produced at CASE will be safe for use in the school feeding program. Several basic schools and infant schools in this parish stand to benefit from having milk from CASE in their porridge under the breakfast program.
The government of Jamaica has always noted that agriculture will pave the way forward for the country, especially in relation to clearing its debt to the world. While the ministry continues to encourage persons to eat what we grow and grow what we eat, it now adds that young people in particular should pursue the business of agriculture and professionally build the agricultural industry to build the country. Up next in sports, the big picks of the 2015 Caribbean Premier League draft.